Hi, Bob the Canadian here. Welcome to this live stream. Today we're going to talk about phrasal verbs with the word walk. So hopefully that's something that you're wanting to learn a bit more about. I just wanted to say, if you show up early for my live streams, I'm usually in the chat about 10 minutes early off to the side. You can go there and you can ask questions. And I'm happy to answer some questions. But let's talk about phrasal verbs with the word walk. Give me a sec just to make sure
You show up early.
that my audio is working. Looks like it is, so that's good. So phrasal verbs with the word walk. We're going to start with walk through. So to walk through can mean to go straight, to walk straight through something. So let's say there's a large crowd of people. You can walk through the crowd, which means you go from one side of the crowd all the way to the other side of the crowd. That would be to walk through. But to walk through can also describe, let's say you're looking at a house or apartment and you might want to buy it. You could walk through the house to have a look at it. So it doesn't mean going straight through the house. It means that you're going to look at every room in the house. You're going to do a walkthrough, or you're going to walk through the house. So that's walk through. Walk out. So walk out can mean that you simply leave a building, but we also use this term to describe when people leave a situation. So you can walk out on someone. Let's say you're married and the marriage isn't going well. Sometimes we describe that the husband walks out on the wife, and that means that he leaves. It's a sad situation, but sometimes people walk out of a marriage. It can also mean if you're really frustrated and you quit your job, you could just say, I quit my job, I just walked out today. So to walk out. I'm going to stop and say hi. Hi, Harry, and I have a few other joiners down here in the chat. Walk through a forest is another suggestion. That's a great suggestion. I'm just going to say hi to everyone, and then we'll continue on. So, walk up to. So this is when you go up to someone. So let's say my boss is standing far away, and I have something I really want to ask him. I could walk up to him. So it physically means walking up, but it also just means to go to someone. So you walk up to them. And then to walk past is when maybe you're walking along and there's someone you don't want to talk to. And so instead of stopping to say hi, you just go right beside them. You walk past them. So that's walk up to, is to go up to someone to talk, to approach them to talk, and to walk past would be to just go right past them. The next one we have is walk it off. So to walk something off means to, you could like literally take a walk if you were angry and you want to just think about the fact that you're not happy. So you walk it off. You walk so that you can think about the thing that you're angry about. We also say this to people who hurt themselves while playing a sport. And if it's not a serious injury, we sometimes say, just walk it off. So maybe you tripped while playing basketball and you hurt your ankle. Sometimes the coach would say, it doesn't look bad, just walk it off. Can you tell I have a bit of a sore throat still? I brought my glass of water. So that's walk it off. Walk into. So you can walk into a house, but you can also walk into a situation. So maybe you walk into the middle of a fight. Maybe some people are arguing and you walk into it. So it basically means that you show up at something and it was unexpected. Walk off with. So walk off with is to steal. So let's say, let me find something to steal. Let's say I really like this remote control and I just stick it in my pocket and I walk off with it. It means I'm stealing it. To take something that isn't yours is to say you walk off with it. And to walk over. So excuse me. To walk over someone is to be in a position above them. So you can walk all over someone, which means that you are a dominant person and you're taking advantage of them. So let's say I'm really good at arguing and my friend isn't good at arguing. If I always win the arguments and I always get my way, we would describe that as walking all over someone, walking over someone. I think I've done this one. Yep. So to walk away is simply to leave a situation. And again, you could literally walk away. Maybe you're having an argument with your brother or sister, and you could physically, literally just walk away. But it's also something we tell people to do when they're in a situation that isn't good. We tell them, maybe you should just walk away. So maybe someone has a couple of friends and those friends are doing things that aren't good. Sometimes parents might say to their kids, maybe you just need to walk away, which means to leave the situation. And I think we had this one earlier, walk around. It was in the chat earlier. To walk around is to go to all different parts of something. So you have no specific destination in mind. The example in the chat earlier was to walk around the shopping mall. So you're not going from what we say as point A to point B, but you're just kind of walking around and exploring. You're looking at a whole bunch of different places, usually inside a building or at a park. So you could go walk around at a park, and you would walk around and look at different parts of the park. To walk in on, we kind of had this one earlier. This is a different version of it, but this is to interrupt a conversation or an activity, something that's going on. So maybe your son, maybe you've gone away and your son is having a party at your home with his friends and he wasn't supposed to. And you come home early, you would walk in on them. So it's like you walk in and they're like, oh no, you're home. You weren't supposed to be home till tomorrow. So that's to walk in on. It's to show up unexpectedly to a situation. And to walk off. So to walk off is, a lot of times this happens if I was to be angry with someone. And let's say I'm angry and we're arguing and the person isn't listening to me and I'm not getting anywhere in the argument, I'm not winning, I could just walk off, which means I literally walk off, like I'm actually walking, but it also means to kind of just leave the situation, to walk off. I think that's all of them. I think I did all of them. You can kind of hear this morning, let me just recap though, that was some phrasal verbs with the word walk. You can kind of hear this morning that I'm not feeling well. If you have been following me on Instagram or Facebook, I do a little 30-second video every morning. I had a sore throat a couple of days ago. Sore throat is when you can hear my voice sounds different because my throat is sore. And I had a stuffed up nose or a stuffy nose. That means that it's not a nice word, but it means there's snot in my nose. But I think I'm going to feel better. I'm at work today. I'm going to go through the work day anyways, in spite of the fact that I'm a little bit sick. I just want to thank all the people that are watching. I find it hard to believe that there's 36 people watching, but if you could all give me a thumbs up right now, that would be great. And leave a comment in the chat, but also remember to leave a comment below if you have any questions. The chat kind of disappears, but the comments below the video are a great place to leave a question if you have any. And I have to apologize because last week I said I was going to do a video about Christmas, but I didn't get enough video made. So I hope to get some more video footage this weekend. And I just want to say hi to a bunch of people. Hi Sabrina, hi Alam, hi Yerlin, hello Switchblade, hello Wellington. I find it hard to pronounce the Chinese and Taiwanese and Japanese and Korean characters. But hi, Alvin. Hi, Mina. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think I said hi to Harry. I'll say hi again. You guys make my day. It's really fun to come here before work and do a live stream, and I hope that you are enjoying. But I do want to remind you, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll just show you for a sec right here. I don't know if you use Instagram, but on Instagram, I do short videos every morning, and I put the transcript below so you can read along while you're listening to the video.
Get all of your things together.
So you can see here, oh, I just clicked it, my bad. Let me hit the back button.
Before you go somewhere, I had to get ready
So,
early because
I usually cover one term, and you can see what the, one sec, I need a drink again. And you can see what the term is by, it's usually the first thing I show on the screen. But if you have Instagram, I'll put I'm ENG Bob the Canadian. Oh, I'm in my classroom. Sorry, that was bad English there. I am in my classroom. This is where I teach. I'm in the room I teach in. I'll give you a little spin. You can see the desks. You can see a whole bunch of other stuff. Hopefully I set this camera down right again. But yeah, I'm in my classroom. So this is where this semester I'm currently teaching computers and business studies. And I'm also teaching French this semester. I'm not actually teaching English right now. I teach in a high school. So this is my classroom. On Fridays, I come to work early before everybody else comes. So, but you know what? I'm gonna wrap this up. This was really, really fun. Bob the Canadian here. Learn English with Bob the Canadian. If you have any questions, again, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to go back and watch my video from this past Tuesday on YouTube. I make a lot of funny faces and I make a lot of weird sounds that I think most people make the same sounds in their own language, but I'll put that link in the comments below in this video as well. But Bob the Canadian here, Learn English with Bob the Canadian. For some of you, it's already the weekend. For some of us, we still have to work today. So if you're already home on a Friday night, I hope you're having a good night and have a good weekend. And I'll see you Tuesday in the next video. Thanks for watching and have a really, really, really good day.